Hello, everyone. Welcome to another installment of Tina's Tiny Tuesdays, where we make calm and relaxing things, and sometimes I make a fool of myself. But hey, we are going to paint some nice things today. There's a certain scene that I have in mind because I bought some glow in the dark paint while I was out and about the other day, and so I was like, well, why not? So I'm just gonna be making some very calm and relaxing paintings today. Um, if you want to check out my website, it is tinastextportraits.com. That's where you can go to see my past stuff. It's where you can go to commission me, do all that good stuff. tinastextportraits.com. I'm just putting down some more colors. Got black down? Yeah, I got black. Okay. So without further ado, I'm gonna be starting things off with a winter scene. Got some black on my canvas, gonna get a little bit of blue in there as well. I'm gonna grab my blow dryer. So we're gonna be working in layers, and I don't want this to take a million years for it to dry. Going in with some more black and blue. Gonna get a little bit of magenta. Okay. I'll put down some more purple. This is more like a thinner, washy kind of look. And if you don't know what a paint wash is, it's just when there's more water with the paint than there is paint. Like, you could have like a wash that's like 50-50 or like 60-40, but it's there's mostly liquid in it. Alright, now I'm going to get a brush that's kind of round and thin. I'm going to make some streaks in the sky where the aurora borealis would be. I'm going to get a clean, dry brush. I'm just going to lift straight up. I'm going to go wipe the brush clean. I'm going to lift straight up again. I'm gonna dry this a little bit more. Hey Q! I'm doing great, how are you? I have green there, but I also want to have like some different shades of green. Have you been is that a good busy or a bad busy? In between? Okay. Yeah, it's like that sometimes. I'm about to be super busy this upcoming weekend, because, the biggest Comic-Con that happens in Michigan is this weekend. So, I have a booth there. Me and my sister both have a booth there. So, yeah, I'll be doing that this weekend, so I'll be a good type of busy, hopefully. Has it warmed up where I am? Yes. Yesterday it was 81 degrees. The wind was blowing super hard though. So it was like, you know that scene in The Simpsons when the grandpa is on fire and he's like, I'm still cold. Like that's exactly what I was thinking when I was outside. Like I was outside, I took a chair outside and I was like reading my Bible in the direct sunlight, and I'm just like, dang, this wind is just defeating the purpose of all these sun rays, because I'm just like, I'm cold. Yeah, Comic Cons are a lot of fun. I always love going. Like I like doing like the smaller. Yeah, the painting. This painting is cold, but everybody was like freaking out because you could see like the northern lights from like places that you couldn't usually see them this past week. Like I completely missed it because I was asleep. It was just like people saw the northern lights at like 10 p.m. in like Michigan and Ohio and Kentucky. And people were just losing their minds. And then I woke up and I saw everybody having these cool stories and photos and stuff, and I was like, well, dang, I missed it. But I was out. I was out. I was dead tired. What will my booth have? It will have all of the mini paintings that I've been painting in stream and off stream, and it will also have my text portraits. So I will pull up my text portraits real quick for anybody that is unfamiliar. Oh, let me hide this for a second. Nope, that's not the wrong one. Okay, so for anybody that's unfamiliar with my text portraits, they are portraits of people usually made out of their name or a phrase that is important to the person. Like the one of Jesus, it's the entire scripture of John 3:16. I only got the whole thing out like along his arm like maybe twice. The actual image is like really small. The actual image is like a 4x8, a 4x7. So the actual image is pretty small, pretty thin. But yeah, my booth will have prints of all of these peoples. Do I not have all the Pokemon here? What? Oh gosh. I guess I don't. Because I have, like a bunch, Okay, I just realized that I'm missing some stuff on my site. That's funny. Okay. But yeah, so that's all the stuff that I will have there. And Pokemon. I also have Pokemon that apparently has not been on my site for a long time. There you go. The Vegeta? Thank you. Yeah, I really like that Vegeta too. I think it's one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites. Gonna clean this. Make another whitewash. But text portrait is how I got into the art biz. I was in high school, and the assignment was to make a text portrait of a celebrity. And I had made one of Jensen Ackles from Supernatural, and after I had finished the results, I had posted on Facebook, and a family friend had messaged me and asked me if I could do one of her dog that had passed away. And then from there, I've had more people commission me, and so I was 16 and selling custom artwork, going to Comic-Cons, selling prints and that type of stuff. I mean, I didn't go to that many conventions because, you know, I was 16. You got school. But we would go to, like, there used to be a smaller con in Michigan called Detroit Fan Fair. There used to be like two Comic Cons that would kind of like rival each other. There is Motor City Comic Con, and then there's Detroit Fan Fair. And Detroit Fan Fair was always a little bit cheaper, and so I would go to Detroit Fan Fair and buy a table set up. But eventually Detroit Fan Fair kind of got absorbed by Motor City, I think. Or they just like couldn't compete anymore, so Motor City became like the one. But now Motor City has, because it used to be like I think Fan Fair was in like the end of the year, Motor City was at the beginning of the year, and now Motor City, when things had opened back up after the pandemic, they had, because usually they did it in May, and so they had tested it out in November when things like finally opened up again, and that did really well. So now they just have it in both May and November, and so it's like they really just took over Detroit Fan Fair, because Detroit Fan Fair used to be on the opposite end of the year. But yeah. And there are other shows and stuff on like other sides of the state, but those are the ones where it's like closer to Detroit. Like there's one in Grand Rapids every year. There's one there are smaller ones all over the place, but Motor City is like the biggest. So I'm excited to go to Motor City. I'm excited to show people the new product that I have, because I always have repeat customers, or even just repeat people stopping by and be like, oh, I got this from you, like I got this nautical scene from you last year, do you have any more nautical stuff? Or, you know, I got this owl, or I got this, you know, people always like come back and like, oh, do you remember me? Or so it's always good to reconnect with people that have bought stuff. And you've never been to one? They're a lot of fun. You gotta look up the ones that are like in your area and see what kind of like celebrity guests and stuff are gonna be there. Another big one that we used to go to was C2E2, which was the Chicago Comic and Entertainment Expo. But we have not been, me and my sister have not been back to Chicago since the pandemic. Because, like, crime in Chicago just, like, skyrocketed, and we're just like, I don't know if we feel safe going, you know, to Chicago, just the two of us, setting up and tearing down and, you know. Hello, Misfortune 500. How are you today? I'll put a little bit more white. I've been really good. I've been really good. I've been preparing for Comic Con and making a bunch of art, and I had taught a class like 2 weeks ago for a like a Mother's Day church event, so that was nice. But I've been real good. Oh yeah, you you've been real busy today. Hello, your mama's type. What's going on? Alright. This one's nearly done. Okay, so there is one more thing I want to do to this painting. I won't be able to see the effect of it until later, but... So I was in Michael's the other day and I saw that they had this purple glow-in-the-dark paint, and apparently I cannot open it for the life of me. Goodness gracious. See, this is what happens when you clip your nails. Oh, thank you for the bits! I appreciate it! Thank you. Oh my gosh. I need to get something to stab this. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, got that open. I don't know if I can get the plastic off. Okay, there we go. Now I can actually open and close the cap. Just gonna put some. Oh, that is way too much. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna use a clean brush. So this paint, it goes on clear, but then it should glow in the dark later. Hopefully it works. But if it doesn't work, you know, it just goes on clear. So nothing, no harm, no foul. That's the phrase that I think I was looking for. But yeah, I will post the results of this specific one to my story after the stream. that in direct light so that can charge up. Okay, so next, since we have something that's cold, I figured I'd move on to something pretty warm. How about some tropical mountains somewhere? I think that'll look nice. Yeah, let's do that. Something nice and warm and... Okay, let's go with something very warm, very tropical, very calm. Make it a little lighter near the horizon. Yep, this one's the aurora. So I'll be excited to see how it looks with it glowing in the dark. I hope it turns out nice. I mean, it pretty much should, because I did test out the glow-in-the-dark paint on a... on a painting I did last week. So this is a painting I did last week. It is a Ghost Leviathan from Subnautica, and let me zoom in on the photo. I mean, it's kind of hard to get a good photo of it, but this is I had some green glow-in-the-dark paint, so that's what it looks like with the glow-in-the-dark. So I'm hoping for a similar nice thing with the aurora there. Vacation just sounds so nice, like, just being in the hot sun, by the beach, it's so nice, it's so lovely. Sometimes I just think about it, it's just like, it's weird that there are people that just live in these tropical places like all the time. Then again, they have their, you know, their issues and hurricanes and typhoons and stuff that they got to deal with. But yeah, you living in a warmer climate, me always getting snowed on or rained on. I mean, Michigan's not that bad, but it's just like it's only nice for like 2-3 months out the year, and when it gets hot, people complain that it's too hot, and I'm just like it was 0 degrees, like it was just zero. Like, can you let people that enjoy the sun, please? Cause I'm not like an outdoorsy nature type person, but I sure will just sit outside and get some vitamin D, or I'll go swimming. But just being out in nature, I don't know about that. I'll paint it. I don't know about it touching me. Okay, got some clouds for the background. Okay, the mountains are coming along pretty well, actually. I guess since the blue was still on there, the light blue, it's the mountains that need to be blended into the background, or blending into the background because the background color is still on my brush. So that's nice. Happy little accident right there. Okay, so we got some background mountains. I'll leave the brush. I'll leave the brush like that, but I will blow dry this so I can work on it. Okay, so now going to be putting some, like a mountain range that it's both darker and brighter. Has more saturation to it. Before I put that in, actually, I want to put in the rest of the water. Well, actually put it in water, because there is no water right now. I'm gonna get white, blue, a touch of sap. Yeah, I think that's a nice color. Almost dropped the painting. Almost dropped the painting. I want it to be slightly more blue to the left. Just build that up more and more. Have it be a little bit more green over here. I feel like I might be splitting the pigment a little bit. So I'm gonna try and be a bit more careful. That's a little better. Gonna clean that brush. Use this one to make the rest of the mountain. Gonna mix together some green, some black, and a touch of blue. Just want to get some nice rich shadows. do a little bit more shadows on some of these back mountains too. I just want to say thank you to everybody that is watching or popped in for a little bit. I appreciate your viewership, whether you watch for 5 minutes or the full 2 hours. There's a lot of things you could be doing with your life, and I appreciate any time that people stop in and hang with me while I paint and while I make things. I'm glad that you're nice and relaxed. I mean, that's the goal for when I paint, is to bring a little... Hey, Kiwi! Is to bring a little peace and relaxation to people's lives. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I think I need a small brush because I do want to make some palm trees. I think I need more green. I have enough yellow. I'm gonna take some sap green and some yellow ochre. Mix those together. And just kind of do the general shape of some palm trees, just so that it doesn't just look like one giant blob of green, and that there is some shape and definition to the trees on our mountain. Well, I guess island, mountain, island. These would be some really big palm trees, though. But I am looking at a reference, and there are really big palm trees. I think I need some yellow, actually. That's neon. Not what I need. Brilliant. Right now I'm just adding in some highlights on the mountain. And then with just doing a little bit of that, so much life and vibrance has come to the painting already. Gonna redo some of these palm branches. Branches, leaves, palm tree leaves. Putting a little bit more shadows in there. Gonna put a couple rocks. Just mixing together some gray and then putting in a hint of brown. Putting in some more black, just so that there's some variation between the rocks. Gonna get a little bit more brown. Gonna get a little bit of white to do some highlights here and there. Alright, there we have our tropical mountain scene. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so next, since I did something like super cold and then something super hot, I think I'll meet in the middle. Maybe go for an autumn sunset. Okay, yeah, I think I'll do that. And there's still some blue on my brush, but that's fine. I need a little bit of it. Need to mix like some blue and some magenta and some yellow for this sunset. So I'm getting a little bit of blue. I don't want it to be super dark. Also don't want it to be too light. And get some yellow ochre in here. I was about to dip it into the I was about to dip it into the glow in the dark purple. You were concerned, but it looks like the last one ended a good 78. Why were you concerned, Katrina? I said that one was going to be tropical. I need a bit more purple. Oh. The mountains made you think of Jurassic Park, so it was unnerving. Gotcha, gotcha. But no, that's not what we were doing. That's not what we were doing. Going for relaxing today. Last week was monsters. This week is all about relaxing. And I don't think I'll be able to stream on Thursday. I know I usually do twice a week. But like I said, I have Comic-Con on Thursday, and Thursday is the day that they allow you to set up. So I will be setting up for Comic-Con, so I don't think I'll be streaming this Thursday. So I really appreciate you guys coming in today. I do need to put down some oranges though, because you know this is an autumn painting. I'm trying to leave this space open right here because there's gonna be like the really bright sun like shining right there. So I'm gonna leave that spot open and not have any trees near there. But for the rest of the stuff, like in the horizon, I'm just, the colors are kind of muted. And that's a-okay. That's what I want to go for, because they're, you know, they're far away. They're not incredibly important. Not that they don't matter, it's just that, they're these trees in the background, they are set dressing. They are not, the scene, you know? If that makes sense? Gonna add some lake water. I'm just going in, I'm adding in like this muted kind of brown green. I will put in some other colors on top of it so that there will be like actual like green that you can see, but there is kind of like an orange hue to everything because it is first of all it's fall, and second of all it's sunset, so there's kind of like this orangey yellow hue to have everything. Alright, bye Q, I appreciate you stopping by. I'll see you next time. This is supposed to be sidewalk, like blacktop, and I made it blue. Too blue. Way too blue. I am gonna blow dry it so I can do the next layer. Maybe make it a bit more black. Gonna mute for a little bit. Okay, so now that we got the first layer, it's down, it's dry. Going on with the second layer. I'm just going straight black with this layer. Adding in some more green over top of our initial muddy brownish layer. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of a light spot. Okay, I accidentally muted some of the light spot, but that can always be brought back. Gonna get some black and some brown, make some trees. using not yellow ochre. What is this? Burnt umber as the shadow shade for the orange trees. Which I think is I think it's pretty accurate. I think burnt umber looks really nice with next to oranges and pinks. Putting in some more tree branches and leaves on this side. Gonna put it in some twigs and branches and stuff. I'm gonna go over top of it. Putting down some brown for a shadow for that tree as well. And throw some grass up there, like there's a bush or something. Gonna put some of the sky colors on the asphalt pavement. What is this? Sidewalk? Probably should have used a smaller brush. And then I continue to use the same size brush. the sky kind of reflecting. And then there are a ton of leaves. Oh, I have way too much water in my brush. And actually, I'm gonna blow dry this. Okay, so now I can go in and add all of our leaves. And there's a lot. Okay, that might be a little too extreme. Might need to take some of that away. Oh, that's a little better. Okay. Actually, there's a couple things I want to do. I just realized it looks kind of thin up there. So I'm gonna fill that in a little bit. Okay, now we're done with that one. I think this one is really cute. I think it's a nice fall scene. It feels very, even though fall, autumn can get very cold. Excuse me, can get very cold. I feel like this is a very warm feeling autumn. So, yeah, I really like it. I really, really like it. Okay, I have time for one more, and this one, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. Instead of sticking with like a certain temperature as the idea behind it, I'm going to make a nautical scene. So something out to sea. Yeah, big boat. thinking... Okay, I think I've got a good reference. This one is gonna feel a little bit cooler. This painting. It's like someone's fishing, like near, like there was just a storm or something. Or it's night or something. Something along those lines, but boat. Boat. I appreciate the lurk, Kiwi. I need to get some more paper towel. Okay, so... blue. Need a little bit more. I need to buy some more blue. I'm just gonna paint the whole thing blue to start with. Okay, so... just gonna smooth this out. I'm gonna dry this really quick. Okay, so now that that's dry, oh, that might be a bit too much. Okay, so right now I'm just making some clouds, trying to get the sky to look more interesting. Getting some clouds down that have like a bit of magenta in there, a bit of pink. And then there's gonna be like some darker clouds in there too. I'm adding in some of the magenta that got painted over.
Magenta?
Yes, magenta.
Magenta? I've been on my lunch break for a long time with me and my name. Is what I'm talking?
I didn't hear a word you said.
I said I've been on my lunch break for a long time, but me and mommy was in the room talking. I don't know why I said talking like that.
I don't know. You often say talking like you're from Jersey.
Talking. Ooh. The following is killing the game, man.
Thank you, Bipa.
Killing the gang. It's good. It's good. You know I like to cook it. Mommy's making lasagna.
Interesting.
Lasagna. I don't even know where that's from, but I know people do it.
Yeah, it was a clip of it was a
Was it
Vine.
TikTok?
No, it was a
That's what I meant.
yeah, it was this little girl. She was like, "Who wants lasagna?"
Mm-hmm.
And then she had a spatula, and then her and her sister started twerking with it.
Well, I guess they have to work it out. I'm bad for it, man. You need me, I'll be upstairs.
Okay.
Pyum, pyum, pyum.
Enjoy the rest of your shift.
Ew. Okay.
You try to be nice to your sister. Now I'm going back into the water and just trying to add more details to it. I probably should switch to a different brush though. Oopsies. Need to get some more blue. Goodness gracious. It's getting like the toothpaste roll, you know? When you gotta start from the bottom and just massage it the way up. Yeah, I definitely need to go to the store and get some more colors. Probably should switch to an even smaller brush. I'll do that in a bit, but I want to make sure I include the boat before I go any further.
He said he was on his way back.
Geeky Goddess 13. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm glad that you stopped in today. I do have more art on my site that's in different styles if you want to check out some of my other stuff, but I appreciate you joining the stream and watching me today. Okay. Trying to get the shape of the boat correctly. Thank you for following. Okay, now I've got the smallest brush I have in my arsenal of weapons. I'm gonna try my best to do some very, very thin wave lines, get some more small details in. Get some more of this light pink that is near the sun in there. I'll get some light blue. I think the music stopped. I'm gonna clean up this line a little bit. And then we will be done for today. Alright, thank you everybody for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks again, your mama's type, for sending the bits. And thank you everybody that was watching. Thank you. Yeah, I like them. I like them a lot. I like them a lot. I'm happy with this set. Sometimes with a set I'm like, oh, I like 2 out of the 4, or I like 2 out of 3, or I like 3 out of the 5, but I think these 4 all look really nice together. So I'm really happy with these. And I won't be live on Thursday because, like I said, I will be setting up for Comic-Con. But maybe I'll sneak in like a game or something, a gaming stream or something after after setting up and stuff. But I appreciate everybody so much for watching. I hope I brought a little bit of peace and joy into your life, because life can be very hectic, and I like it when I can spread a little bit of peace and joy. And so yeah, I will catch you guys all next Tuesday for sure, 2:15 to 4:15 Eastern Standard Time. So yeah, I'll catch you guys next time, and thank you again so much for stopping by.